Hi and welcome to a tutorial on how to use Google Drive, share documents, create documents, and other nifty features that we can do with our Google Drive. In order to get started, we need to open up our Drive, and I have already here entered drive.google.com, and you will see either this page as we see here, or you will see the login page. Right now, we will log in, and we will then type our email. And after that one, we will then go and put in our password. And then it will log in. Once we are logged in, mine will look different because I have already content in here. But basically, your Drive is built up this way. You got a menu bar over here on your left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you got your name. You got your options to open other documents that are linked with your Google Drive. And of course, you got your account details. And the main section of the window will be the content that you are having. We will start out by looking a little bit at the menu, and then we will move into how to create items. Over here on the menus, we have My Drive, which is basically what we see here. This is your own created content. So if you have made any folders or made any documents or uploaded something, it will all show here. We then have the next section here that's called Shared with Me. That are items that has been shared with you from other people. You then have Google Photos, so you can see your photos. You have recent, you have start, so you can actually star items. And of course, you have a trash can. At the bottom, you can see how much room you have left. Currently, I'm using 4 GB out of my 30 GB. And I can then upgrade my storage if I need to by clicking and paying for it. Remember that items that are shared with you do not take up space on your drive unless you select to copy it to my drive. So let's try that. For instance, I go to here, share with me. I can then click an item. And when you click an item, you get your options menu, and all of these are the same. You have the option of getting a shareable link. You can share the item. You can then preview it, delete it, or in this case, you can add it to my drive. So if I click this item here, it will copy this item into my own drive and thus using the space I have available. If you don't want to copy it, then don't do it. You can always find it here with Share with Me. Let's go back again to my drive. Here on my drive, I don't have so many details right now, but it could be difficult to find items. That's why we have a search bar, and it works exactly the same way as it does with Google, except here you actually got options saying, I want to find a text document with this name, or I want to find a PDF with that name, or just sort it by those items. But let's see, if I write in here, for instance, invoice, you can see it pops down saying on my drive, I have something called invoice. I can click it and it will open up that document. And it's actually the same document that's right here. So this is how you search for items in here. So how do you then actually go about and create documents? That's where we get into this new section here. This new button gives you all the options of creating a folder. You can upload a file from your computer. You can also upload a complete folder. So if you have a folder already with sub-files and subfolders and everything in it, and you think it's a bit of a hassle to upload them one by one to recreate it on your Google Drive, you can simply upload the entire folder. And it works the same way as when you're uploading other documents. If I, for instance, click, I want to upload a file, it will actually go into a normal search section. And there you can select the items you want to upload, click it, and then it will upload. There we go. It's starting uploading, less than a minute, completed. I now have uploaded a readme.txt file. You also have the ability to create Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and you even have more options such as Google Forms, Google Drawings, and Google My Maps. And to make things better, you can also connect more apps from the system. So if you go click here, it will bring you to the section where you can see all the items that is working with Google Drive. So let's say that you're using VCast. You can just connect it, type in your details, and there you are. You are now sharing the same data. So let's go and create a blank document. So if I want to create, for instance, Google Docs, which is similar to Microsoft Word, or Google Sheets, which is like Excel, or Slides, which is like PowerPoint, and Forms. Forms is unique by itself because Forms is actually where you can create questionnaires with multiple choices and all that kind of things. You can actually create real forms. But let's go ahead and start out with Google Docs because most of the functions are same for all of it. We see we have a blank document. We have our formatting bar up here. We have our menu bar. And for right now, it says untitled document. If you click up there, you can then type in test document. There we go. We have given it a name. It's saved. It's always saving what you're doing. So let's start typing. Hello. This is a test document. And that's basically it. We've written everything we want. We can go ahead and close it down. It's already saved. You can also format it just like you would with any other word processor, saying, right, I want this to be bold and I want it underlined. And actually, I don't like the black color. I want it to be in orange. So that works exactly the same way. And then we can go ahead and close it. And as you can see, our drive has now updated. It now says it's called test document, just like we called it. But what if you want to share this document with somebody else? There's two ways you can go about doing it. You can click the document like this and then click the share button. That will open up the interface where you can say who you want to share it with and what can they be able to do. And you have the option of selecting edit, comment, or view. And of course, if you select view, you can only read your document. If you can comment, that means you can add comments to the document in there, where it pops up with a little bit of a marker, and then you can see the comment. Or edit, that means you can change the document completely. You also can open up the document itself, and while you're in the document, you will also get over here the button called Share. Click it, and you have exactly the same menu. That's another way of doing it. And just to make sure that if it's easier for you, you can actually also right-click items. So you can right-click and select Share, opens up the same menu. You can also right-click anywhere and create everything from the New button. It has all the same options. But let's try and share this document with myself. Normally that will not work very well because it's already in my drive, but I do have another email. So let's try that one, and we can then write a note and saying, hello, this is a shared document. And then we click send. Now it's asking me if I want to share it and be absolutely sure. We just say yes. And there we go. It is now shared with one person. And I will open up that document in my other account, and then we can see how that looks. I'll be back shortly. And welcome back again. That was just a small cut. So as you can see here, I now received the email that somebody shared a document with me. We can see that's my profile picture and the text that we added. And now I can open it in Docs. So let's click it. And I have to, of course, log in. That's not the right one. So let's just change the account. And I need to use this one instead because that's the one I shared with. And there we go. So now I have the document here. As we can also see, we can actually see that Michael Nordstrom is actually in the document as well. So it has me and my other me in the document. So you can always keep a track on every single document, who is viewing it and what are they doing. Let's say that I will add some details in here. Let's just go here, black, and no underline, no blank circles. All right, so this is a typing test. There we go. And if I just navigate to the other document, you can see that it marks me as being online and I'm actually typing in here. You will see all these changes live, which is a little bit difficult for me to do, but let's just try it out. So if I go in here now, and you can see on the other screen here in the back, what am I doing? Test on typing. As you can see, it will update relatively fast, so you can see who's actually working on the document the same way you are doing it. Let's say that we do not have the ability to actually edit the document. You want to add a comment. You can also do it in every document. You can just right click and put in, I want to put a comment. And we can then add here test comment. And then we click comment. There we go. If we navigate to the other drive, we can then also see here is the comment as well. That was not the right one. There we go. Michael Nordstrom added a test comment. There we go. And then we can go and open that one up. And it says, okay, received. And we can reply on it. So you can actually communicate within the document itself. If it is something that has an issue, you can then click resolve once it's done, and it will go away. It will not be active showing. So now you know how to open up your drive. You know how to create folders. Just type in and create. Upload documents through the upload file or upload folders. How to create the share documents you can open up and then you can start using it. And how to share a document with other users and how you can actually check what's going on with your document. And it works the same way as any other word editor. All right, so this concludes the little tutorial on how to use Google Drive. Thank you very much.